For 1,000 years, the Shorian collective ruled the stars. Their fleets, counted in the hundreds of thousands, scoured the galaxy in search of resources, technology, and worlds to subjugate. Entire civilizations were reduced to ash under the efficiency of their war machines. To the Shorian, no species was a challenge, no empire a threat. They were absolute. Then they encountered humans. It began quietly. Outposts at the edge of explored space reported nothing unusual: colonies expanding, mining operations, research stations. But when the Shorian sent their first survey fleet to the Sol system, the messages they received were strange. Minimal communication, simple acknowledgments, and no requests for aid, no pleas for peace. One human message simply said, "Acknowledged." The Shorian High Council laughed. "A species barely spacefaring, and already so arrogant," said Grand Admiral Zelvar. "Prepare the Armada. They will fall, as all others do." 10,000 warships moved toward the Sol system, their engines thrumming through the void. This would be an easy conquest. By the time they reached the first human colonies, the fleet expected little more than token resistance. They were wrong. The first colony fought with unorthodox tactics: swarms of automated drones, railguns that moved unpredictably, energy shields that adapted to attacks almost as if anticipating them. The Shorian dismissed it as primitive ingenuity, nothing more. But the second colony resisted even harder. Weapons strikes landed with precision that should have been impossible, and the human defenses adjusted in real time. By the time the fleet approached Earth, the Shorian believed they were facing desperation: millions of humans cornered, begging for survival. But Earth was ready. Orbital platforms bristled with defensive arrays, stealth grids, concealed ships, and the planetary defenses alone could cripple any conventional armada. Then came the human ship, a single vessel, sleek and unassuming, emerged from behind the asteroid belt. Its energy signature was negligible. It did not fire, did not dodge, did not signal, surrender, or demand. It accelerated straight toward the Shorian flagship, moving with a precision no algorithm could explain. At first, the Shorian believed it a suicide attack, but the moment the human ship approached, something impossible occurred. The Shorian flagship's shields flickered, power systems collapsed, and then it ceased to exist. Not exploded, not destroyed, simply gone. The fleet watched in horror as the same happened to the ships around it. 10,000 warships vanished, swallowed by a void that seemed to bend around the human vessel. Communications flooded with alarms and screams, but then even the alarms fell silent. The fleet, the pride of the Shorian collective, had simply been erased from existence. The human ship sent one final message across every Shorian frequency: acknowledged. Panic erupted within the Shorian Council. No one could explain what had happened. Their warships had not been destroyed by any known weapon. No energy signatures, no debris, no evidence of explosions, just nothing. Reality itself had seemed to unravel around the humans. Months passed, and every attempt to locate or challenge humanity ended in identical disaster. Observation fleets, scouting parties, even stealth craft all vanished, leaving behind nothing but an eerie void. Some theorized that humanity had developed weapons beyond comprehension. Others whispered darker possibilities: that humans were under the protection of something older, something ancient, something that rewrote the rules of existence itself. The data hinted at anomalies in space-time, subtle distortions that defied all known laws of physics, yet always centered around human activity. On the Shorian homeworld, Grand Admiral Zelvar confronted the Council. "We have encountered a force beyond our understanding. Our fleets are nothing against them. Entire systems vanish without a trace. What power is this?" The answer was silent, terrifying in its simplicity. Humans did not fight in the conventional sense. They did not command weapons. They existed as a nexus of something far greater. When they moved, reality followed their will. When they acted, the universe itself obeyed. For the first time in their 1,000-year history, the Shorian feared death not from combat, but from existence itself. They could not outrun it, outgun it, or outthink it. That humans could rewrite reality, bend the rules of the cosmos, and erase fleets without lifting a finger. The Shorian Council, once arrogant beyond measure, issued a decree never before imagined: do not engage humanity, do not provoke them. To withdraw all forces, the Empire retreated into isolation. Borders sealed, fleets confined. Expansion ended, conquest ceased. Fear alone dictated every action. Decades passed. Entire generations grew up hearing stories of humans, of a single ship capable of unmaking 10,000 warships, of civilizations erased without trace. Humanity itself remained oblivious, living ordinary lives, unaware of the terror their existence had sown. And yet, across the galaxy where no Shorian dared venture, reality rippled in quiet obedience to an unseen force. The humans were not the weapon, not the enforcers. They were protected, guided, perhaps chosen. The Shorian had learned a lesson written in vanishing fleets, shattered pride, and the cold clarity of a single word, acknowledged, in every corner of the galaxy. The echoes of that word haunted empires, fleets, and warlords alike. To challenge humanity was to court oblivion. To underestimate them was to court extinction for the first time. A species realized that strength was not measured by numbers, weapons, or technology. It was measured by will, by intent, and by the ability to bend reality itself. The Jorian learned humility in the harshest way imaginably in the stars. Once ruled by them alone, grew quiet under the weight of a truth they could not comprehend.